I found that Islam is the truth. I feel so much better.
أول مرة يدخل المسجد هو لما نطق الشهادة. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اليوم احنا في مدينة مرمو في السويد. طبعا مؤخرا يعني نعرف وبنسمع في الأخبار في اليوتيوب ناس كثيرة في كل دول أوروبا دخلت للإسلام، وهذا بنعمة الله وفضله الحمد لله. من كان يعرف أنه الإسلام يوصل إلى كل بقاع الأرض، لكن الأهم واللي أنا بنحاول في هذا الفيديو أسويه إننا أصور مع بعض الشباب اللي دخلوا الإسلام وقصتهم. فالسويد أحد هذه الدول، وناس سويديين كثير دخلوا للإسلام ما شاء الله الحمد لله. كل واحد له قصته، قصة مختلفة وراء إسلامه وراء دخول الإسلام، إما عن صديق وإما عن موقف إما عن كذا. وأكبر يعني سبب صراحة اللي الناس تتأثرت بالإسلام هو ثبات أخواتنا اللي في غزة، أخواتنا الفلسطينيين، الله يثبتهم وينصرهم يا رب. اليوم أنا مع أخي، هو طبعا شاب سويدي لا يحكي العربية، يحكي سويدي وإنجليزي، فإن شاء الله المقابلة راح تكون بالإنجليزي. أسأله عن قصته وكيف دخل الإسلام وكيف يعني لأنه أصلا أهله ليسوا مسلمين إلى الآن لكنه مسلم. فأسأله إن شاء الله مجموعة من الأسئلة عن قصته وكيف تحول الإسلام. السلام عليكم أخي برونو.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Just talk in Arabic, the introduction. So what I would like to talk to the camera is like, can you please give us your story, how you converted to Islam, what attracted you to Islam exactly at the first time, and how you do, because you told me your family, they're not Muslim yet. Inshallah, they will become Muslim, inshallah. So you can start.
Okay, so all my life I've been very interested in knowing like how things work. What's the truth, you know?
MashaAllah.
So in the beginning was science and all that, because my mother is very scientific, and she taught me from young age to question things and everything.
Okay, this is just like if you can just talk because it's very interesting. This story.
Is
and
it long?
If you can, it's long, and if you can just talk slowly, because people understand everything you say, because it's very important.
Okay.
MashaAllah.
So, as I said, my mother is very scientific, and she taught me to be scientific and to question things. And so I did, and I've done that my entire life. And when I went to school, I thought, science works. You know, it's logical. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And then in gymnasiet,
high school.
Madrasa.
Okay.
I gained new friends, Muslim friends, and I started asking them about the religion and how could they believe in something like this in a God that doesn't make any sense.
MashaAllah. This is the beginning, right?
Yeah, in the beginning.
يعني هو في المدرسة، هو لسه في المدرسة الآن في الثانوية، بيسأل أصدقاء المسلمين يعني لأنه ببحث من زمان عن الحقيقة، بيسأل أصدقاء المسلمين إنه يعني كيف إن أنتم تصدقوا هذا الشيء، وكيف يعني إن أنتم بتثقوا في هذا الكلام إنه الإسلام You can continue, my brother.
So I thought this was absurd. It was very, very weird. And I asked them about it, and because they didn't seem like bad people. You hear a lot of media like, oh, Islam is terrible, and they're horrible and everything. But I think there's 1.8 billion Muslims, and if all of them are terrorists, the world will be over right now.
Too much, right?
It will be over.
Yeah.
So it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. So I knew there was something wrong with the media. And I should say before high school, I was in church a bit. I wasn't really religious.
في الكنيسة.
Yeah.
ما شاء الله.
But I was in church. And I went to start kind of Bible school, you would say, but it didn't make sense. I didn't feel any connection to it.
Subhanallah.
I didn't feel any like warmth or welcoming.
Subhanallah. You know that in Quran, في القرآن لا تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء. That's mean God guide whatever He want.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reason. Like Subhanallah, God already chose you to be a Muslim. Continue, sorry.
So after that, that was maybe in 7th, 8th grade. I quit that. I was done with that because I didn't feel any connection. I didn't feel anything, and so I gave up on religion. And I was thinking, okay, I want to become a scientist. I want to do more science. But as the years progressed in now high school, I started learning more and more about Islam. I started questioning more things. I started really thinking more, actually.
Exactly.
I thought, people in religion, they don't think at all. They reject science and everything. They just, there's one God. And it was done with me to think like that. But now, alhamdulillah, after some thinking, really recollecting and talking to Muslim people, I found that Islam is the truth. Really.
MashaAllah. Did you talk to people just in the school, like your classmates, or did you talk to people outside of the school? Or have you, for example, been in a mosque before you converted to Islam? Or
No, the first time I was in a mosque was when I took my shahada, actually.
ما شاء الله. طبعا هو أول مرة يدخل المسجد هو لما نطق الشهادة. يعني بس انه قصته باختصار هو يعني من البدايه هو كان يبحث ومش مقتنع انه يعني حاصل بالكنيسه والكذا وما فسبحان الله كان مطلع يعني بيبحث عن الحقيقه حتى وجدها لانه سبحان الله يعني ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب فلما يدخل الإسلام الواحد يطمئن تماما ما راح يبحث على شيء ثاني وعاد سأل نفس السؤال هذا. When you converted to Islam, for example, because you was looking for the truth, right?
Yes.
Do you still really want to look for the truth, or you found it already?
I feel like I found it.
Alhamdulillah.
But there is some like I'm still very scientific, of course. The interest is still there, and so I see like things like people preach about evolution and all that, and it hasn't left my mind. It's still there. It's still
there, right?
Yeah. Like, it is a small doubt I have. But I think if I research it, it will go away.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Okay, then just the next question is like, now you live in a family, they're not Muslim, and I know this is not easy. I mean, I can imagine myself. Can you just talk a bit about how you do with your mother and father?
So my mother is very supportive. In the beginning, it was about a month of research for me with my friends, and to just really know that Islam is the truth before I took my shahada. But I only really told my dad and my mom the day before I took my shahada, and then I told them that I took my shahada. So for them it was very instant. For me it took some time, but for them it was very instant. So the communication wasn't really there, and I feel bad about it now. And because my mom told me, she felt left out, you know, and it feels terrible to hear that from my mother.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, now after some months, it's kind of died out, the tension has died out. So my mothers are supportive now, and she lets me.
But is this like, that's really good because she is supporting and supportive for you as well.
Yeah.
But normally, I mean, I know some guys or ladies converted to Islam and their family actually felt they are really much better than that they was before. And also they are interested to know more how you do with praying, what is this, how you do this, why you do this. Is someone like that from your parents?
Of course they have asked me questions like why do you do stuff, why do you do this, why do you do that, but it's not really in like intriguing for them. It's more like they think I'm making a mockery out of what they have taught me before, and that's very sad for me. It puts me down, you know, because I still love them. I have their teachings with me.
Yeah.
I just have Islam as well. And my dad, for example, he doesn't like that I'm being obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because he likes...
Being what? Sorry?
Obedient.
Obedient, okay.
Because he likes that, you know, you're free thinking and you do what you want. And I can't really explain to him. He's not the type of person to really like change his mind after a thing like this.
All right.
So it's a bit sad.
Okay. But last question is like, do you really feel better after you converted to Islam?
Alhamdulillah, I feel better.
This is the most important thing.
I feel so much better.
Alhamdulillah.
And there's a lot of clearance in my mind.
Yeah, that's the way it is. And believe me, and I mean I have been in many countries and different religion, friends and everything. I have never felt so happy and so satisfied with what I have in Islam. Do you want to say something else?
I want to say two things.
Two.
Number one, before I converted to Islam, me and my friend were going in a mall, a big mall, Emporia. Yeah. So we were walking around, and he was teaching me about Islam. You know, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful, the most forgiving.
MashaAllah.
Because there's some doubts that I have, like what if he doesn't accept me?
Like,
and you know, but we were walking, and then a Christian apologist, he came up to us, and he was talking like, what religion are you?
Like a friend who is a Christian?
No, we didn't know him. He just came up to us.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, what religion are you? And he was trying to convert us to Islam, to Christianity. And so he said some things, and then my friend, he's a Muslim, and he's been Muslim his entire life. Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah.
And he every argument that the Christian came up with, he instantly debunked, instantly just gone. And then my friend came with a counter argument, and the Christian guy had no answer, none at all.
Subhanallah.
He was like, oh, you just have to believe in the Lord.
ما شاء الله. هو الآن قال كان في مول قبل ما يسلم، وهذا من ضمن الأشياء اللي ساعدته أكثر. كان مع صديقه هو مسلم من الأساس، فكان في مول هنا في المدينة تبعنا، في مول كبير. فجاء واحد شخص آخر وهو مسيحي وكان بيتكلم على الإسلام، بعدين قال لهم ليش يعني بيتكلم إنه لا كن مسيحي أفضل مدري إيش. بعدين سأله سؤالين، وكان الصديق المسلم انه يجاوب بقناعه وبوضوح عن السؤالين. فهذا يعني من ضمن الاشياء اللي خلته يعني مهتم جدا بالاسلام. Okay, I just translated to Arabic.
Yeah. So we were having this discussion, and then some of my other friends came as well, and then we just listened to them too talking, and it was really a one-sided debate. Like there was no real competition, you know.
Yeah, it is. MashaAllah.
So I think that was a sign, because I was having some doubts, but maybe Christianity is still has something, you know.
Yeah.
And then that guy came. He came to us, and the doubts were gone, really. Like Christianity was not on the table anymore.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Then the last thing I want to say, when I took my shahada, I felt the most welcome to any place, any like group of people that I ever felt in my life.
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. This is very nice to hear, man.
Yeah. I said my shahada, and then like all the people in the mosque, they were maybe, it felt like 100 people. I don't know how many. Every one of them came up to me and hugged me. some old guy was kissing my forehead.
ما شاء الله. بيتكلم على طبعا هنا في لما يجي واحد مثلا يدخل الإسلام بيجي للمسجد وينطق الشهادة. كل اللي موجود في المسجد بيفرحوا طبعا، وبنشكل طابور نسلم عليه كلنا اللي موجودون. قال هو لما نطق الشهادة كان أكثر من 100 واحد منتظر اللي يسلموا عليه، فكان قال أفضل إحساس شعره هذاك اليوم. الحمد لله.
And ever since then, when I go to the mosque, like there's no real tension. Before I was like, maybe he's a bit dangerous, you know, the people. Like, not to be racist, but
but
you know the media.
Yeah.
And so, but now it's no. I see a Muslim, I think that's my brother.
Alhamdulillah.
That's my akhi.
Alhamdulillah. And this is what Islam about, really.
Yeah.
We are one ummah.
Yeah.
We are one family. And may Allah gather us together in Jannah, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah ta'ala.
Thank you very much, my brother. And
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Jazakallah khair.